Tomorrow, in addition to this, those piston engines ignite as NASCAR is west in Las Vegas. The green flag drops for the Xfinity Series tomorrow, 3:30 Eastern on FS1. And then the NASCAR Cup Series Sunday, 3 o'clock Eastern on Fox. All part of NASCAR goes west. Well, our bet is, well, they're talking about Casey Kane's head and neck device. They might also be talking about the new spoiler.
Mike, the journey with NASCAR taking downforce away from these cars over the last few years, it's been interesting. This is our Ford cutaway car, and if you look back at the last 3 years, this what we have right here is our Fox Aero tracks, but this is the spoiler back in 2015, 6 inches tall. Last year, 3.5 inches tall. This year, 2 3/8. They've almost taken half the downforce, the total downforce away from the car from 2 years ago. Now, they've also made changes under the front end with the front splitter to affect front downforce, but quite a change from where that rear spoiler was 2 years ago when Kevin Harvick won here and where that spoiler's at this year.
Yeah, Larry, you talk about the front splitter. It's so important for these cars to be balanced out. If they only took rear downforce away with this small spoiler that you see, the cars would go to the corner and spin out. They just would have so much front downforce and just not enough rear. And you hear, we've already heard some of the teams talking about balancing the car out. Kurt Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr. It's so important to get not just aero, but mechanically to get the front and the rear to go through those bumps and go through those corners evenly.
It's funny how that thing grows on you. It looked real small the first time I saw it. Now it looks pretty normal.
I like it. I think it looks great.
It's pretty good.
Jamie.
Brad Keselowski out of his car, 3 laps in the books. We're talking about that new spoiler on the back of the car, how small it is. How does that affect the car here? You're a 2-time winner. You know how it feels. Has it changed much?
I think the biggest thing that I feel in the cars, and it's the same thing on the Xfinity side with the smaller spoiler, is there's a bigger discrepancy between your corner speeds, Jamie, and your straightaway speeds. So the cars, you have to slow down a little bit more for the corners, but you're faster on the straightaway because you don't have all that drag. So it's good. You feel the cars accelerate. It feels good. It gives you a good little rush in the car and makes them fun to drive.
You're coming off the big win last week, and you look at your stats. You've gained bonus points in all 4 stages so far. So as a driver, with the way that we've changed things with stage racing, how do you look at the points and take everything in during the week?
Well, yeah, I want to win the points before we get to the playoffs because there's a pretty good bonus for that. But most importantly, you still want to win races. You want to still run up front, and that's never going to change. Just the reward for doing so is more than ever, Jamie. And so I think everyone in the garage feels that. I feel good about it. It's nice to score those points in the segments and stages and all that stuff, but we haven't won any of them yet. I'd like to win a few of those stages and get the playoff bonus points too. But all in all, we're still really happy with winning a race early in the season. Would like to carry that momentum here in Vegas.
It's been a good place for Brad Keselowski.
It has. He's currently 3rd in the standings, 6 points back of Kevin Harvick, the point leader, 2 points back of Kurt Busch.
And Ford's going for 3 in a row, and it's the first time they've been in that position since 1992.
Well, this is a great track for them to do that. They've had great success out here.
Now, they've got 9 wins at this racetrack out of 19 tries, so something's going right for them.
Greg Galding, the youngster from Virginia. You know, he was not allowed to run Daytona, didn't have enough experience to run the 2.5 mile super speedway. I got to run last week at Atlanta, first try on the 1.5 miles. So here gets a chance in the Cup car at Las Vegas. Landon Castle, 23rd on the chart with a lap of 28.95.
I thought Landon did a nice job of talking about the wheel force and what they're really looking for. It's really just a project. You're not looking for lap times or speed or anything. You're just looking for feedback.
Jamie Max going to 3rd with a lap of 191 miles per hour. He will be in the booth tomorrow for the Xfinity race. Vince?
Yeah, they've really made some nice progress on that one car, and just trying to get it to turn on entry. Been a little bit too snug, but they feel better about it and got it to turn in the center a little better too. Those have been the issues for Jamie McMurray, and feel pretty good about what they've got right now through this early stage of this first practice.
I think those Ganassi cars have really shown some speed this year. I mean, Kyle Larson is setting in good shape, and here Jamie is starting quick.